And we're back. We got a 2-podcast week. This is the first. I think this is the first time I've ever done 2 podcasts in 1 week. But we had a podcast last night. It's already over 34 views. Thank you, Chris. It's fucking amazing. Now we have 2 new guests. Welcome back to the Oakley Show. I'm Oakley, and this is
Jamie
and
Michael.
Yeah, but you could just say Mike because nobody calls you Michael.
Well, my future wife calls me Michael, but that's just because she hates me. I wish she would call me Mike, but she doesn't.
We're going back to the my future wife thing because like in the middle of the podcast that we had, he was talking because she was sitting over there, and he goes, "My future wife," just like yelling into the microphone. But you know how we start this show off? Gonna go ahead and crack it. Ready, Mike? Oh, crispy! Cheers, motherfuckers! Oh, that's the tips. So since you're new here, Jamie, go ahead and introduce yourself to the 20 fans that we have.
Jamie Skeen, Mike's my old roommate. Just here for the ride.
Yeah. So what do you do now?
I work at a liquor store now, actually.
Oh,
so I got
shit.
a Spirits shirt.
I hear you.
But I graduated with radio, TV, film.
Okay.
So that's right in my wheelhouse.
Oh, hell yeah. This is right in your house.
Yes.
Yeah. We got to get you more comfortable in front of the camera.
Yes.
This would be great practice for
Yes.
you. So this is like the backwater podcast, though, so nobody watches it. I mean, if you want to post it on your...
episode.
Yeah, till this episode.
Yes.
If you want to, like, promote it all you want.
I got channel.
I try to, like,
Post it.
not promote it on my stuff because I don't really want my family seeing it because it's very vulgar. So if you...
My parents are on YouTube. It's all good.
Oh, are they?
Yeah, they're not. We're good.
Shit. Okay, good. No, we can be as vulgar as we want. His
Yes.
parents ain't going to see it. So what made you want to go into radio and TV and film and stuff?
It's just, I always enjoyed them. But,
Hell yeah.
yeah.
I mean, me too.
I still am.
Yeah.
So I'm here.
Hell yeah.
So, let's get going.
Yeah. Mike, what do you think about that?
I think Jamie is a very smart individual.
Oh, well, that's good.
And I think he can do whatever he wants to.
Thank you, Mike.
But I know when I met Jamie. All right, so we both went to ETSU, East Tennessee State University.
We got a story coming. You know how long
Jamie
that's
is a
going to
little
take.
bit older than I am. I am 24 years old. Jamie is 30 years
Almost
old.
31.
Just a smidge older than me.
Just, yeah.
Yeah. So
Almost an entire year.
There's a portion of East Tennessee State University which is for older kids, which is Buck Ridge. It's pretty much an apartment complex. So I went to go. That's basically the dorm I was living in, and I got assigned to the one that Jamie is in. And before I even moved in, or before I even met Jamie, I got assigned to the apartment, so I moved my stuff in. And there's nothing in there except I looked in the fridge when I was, because it's like, basically it's like 2 bedrooms, shared kitchen, shared living room.
Yeah.
So just like a 2-bedroom apartment. So I looked in the fridge, and all there is muscle milk and beer. And I'm like, this guy is going to be a huge douche.
No, that's my kind of man right there. I tell you what, I used to drink the fuck out of muscle milk.
Oh, I know. You used to try to get me to drink it. It tastes like shit. I don't like milk either. Dairy hurts my belly.
You're lactose intolerant, like I told you when we were younger.
So, it's not fun. But I remember not knowing Jamie, and he was because Jamie goes home on the weekends a lot of the times for his family. Like we live in Tennessee, the corner of it, where his family lives is what, like an hour and a half.
Corner of Virginia.
So not that far.
Right
Oh, okay, right there. We were up there in
That
Bristol.
triangle in Virginia.
We were up there in Bristol, Tennessee.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah,
It's close to there.
we went there literally right before this happened. We were going on a disc golf trip.
Shit. Good.
Fucked my arm up.
So basically, Jamie's not that far. So I assume he was probably away, seeing his family. But yeah, so I went
That's
into
awkward.
the fridge.
So you just moved in without him even being there?
Yeah.
Awkward.
Well, that's kind of how
It kind of was,
dorms
yeah.
work.
That's kind of, yeah, that's how the ones work anyway.
Yeah, but that's awkward as fuck.
It is.
But so I just walk in and I'm like, oh my god, there's just muscle milk and beer.
Did
Like,
you
this
find a
guy's
drum
gonna be
set?
douche. No.
Oh damn! I was gonna say, did he put your nutsack on his drum set?
So I had ill-conceived notions of Jamie to begin with.
Well, that's
then
not very nice, Mike.
Well, I mean, what would you do?
I would have done the same thing.
But did you like have to move in without him there?
Well, basically, they just assign you, like, let's say, like, you want to live in Buck Ridge. They just kind of give you a room. Okay. Like, you don't get any, like, you're just, like, moving into there. And if there's someone already living there, then they're your room.
I was already in there from the semester before, so.
So, but there's a twist of fate because, well, obviously me and Jimmy hit it off. So this was probably
still going strong.
This is probably 2017.
Yeah, 2017.
So before the pandemic.
Summer 2017. Yeah.
So it was a hell of a summer.
So how was it when you came back and there was a stranger in your apartment?
I mean,
well, I knew I saw
pretty much hit it off.
I saw the portal. I was when I had a new roommate.
Yeah.
It didn't.
But how was it when you came back and then
that
you
person
met this
he was
motherfucker?
like, he kind of looked at me. He's like, "All right, my roommate's that's me." And I was like,
Okay.
But then, like later that night, I came back from work and Mike.
Yeah.
And
we pretty much hit it off.
yeah, pretty much immediately.
But I mean, like, I bet you were not expecting what comes out of this motherfucker's mouth.
Oh no.
What was the first thing he said that drew you off guard?
Yeah, Mike's a unique guy.
Exactly.
Sure. I'm used to it now. But.
Yeah, now. Key word is now.
Well, let's put it this way. I moved in there probably maybe like June, July of 2017. Before the end of the summer, me and Jamie have gotten fucked up multiple occasions, high multiple occasions.
Yes.
I had gotten a gun pointed at me.
What?
Yes.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, point out.
Why?
I worked at Little Caesars.
I want to get that. I want to hear the rest of that story.
Yeah. Well, okay. But
we're gonna cut off that tangent because
Yes.
it was pointless and to go to this.
Yeah, take off. Yes.
Let's put it. So, at first I thought Jamie was a douche.
Yeah, we've
Then
gotten
actually
that
met him,
point.
And me and Jamie both like, you know how you've met me. I
No,
know.
I haven't met you.
I know a lot of sports facts as far as
A little bit too much. It's kind of like Rain Man.
Well,
It's
Jamie's
awkward.
kind of the same
Sports
way.
is a good icebreaker.
Yes,
for sure.
it is a great icebreaker. Except
So-
if you start telling me names.
So me and Jamie are very similar as far as like our interests are sports.
Mhm.
So we just kind of hit off that way, and then we just hung out, and that was pretty much that's the general gist of our relationship, just kind of bonding over sports.
Okay. Well, that's
Take off from there.
yeah. Hey, that's a great way to meet
Sports
somebody
and
when it
drinking.
comes to sports. Yeah, and alcohol and sports.
Yes.
Also muscle milk. So you must have been working out.
That's my other roommate from I moved in actually.
Oh, it wasn't even yours.
That's near this pizza. My old roommate's a douche.
Oh, okay. So you don't talk to him no more?
No.
No, okay.
So
you gonna watch
basically-
this?
No, yeah, no, he's.
So
I
basically,
never knew his last name.
me and Jamie lived there for a whole crazy. We'll get to it in a second, but there's a lot of crazy shit we did that summer.
All right. Well, let's start from the beginning.
Take years off my life
Well-
that summer.
Oh, jeez. I can see you lost your hair already.
Yeah, it actually. Yeah, I thought I had hair.
And I probably still have hair.
So we
Wasn't
want to
for it.
get into that summer of
Yeah,
2017.
go ahead. We're gonna dive into the world of Mike. This is gonna be like a regular, reoccurring thing when Mike comes on. Let's go into the
Learn
world
about
of Mike.
Mike,
All right. So I moved into Buck Ridge.
There we go.
I was probably a sophomore. No, I think I was a junior in college, which is the third year for those who watch the podcast, because you might not know what year junior.
For those who don't go to college or school.
I mean, if
Or
you've
anything.
been to high school, I'm fairly certain.
Junior means the third year. So me and Jamie moved in together, and I worked at Little Caesars. This was right after I was with a lady. Well, okay. What started was I was with a lady named Shelby in high school.
Yeah.
We broke up.
Yep. We did. There's
And
the
then-
mascot again.
I was with another girl, and she broke up with me because I was too stable and too normal,
That's a
which
good
is
reason.
never a good
Never good sign.
thing to hear.
That's
No.
a red flag.
Well, because what are you supposed to do to correct that?
You
Be
don't.
more unstable? Like what?
I don't know, Mike. You're pretty unstable, to
Be
be
a fuck
honest.
that, Mike.
Yeah. Literally, I was slipping off the bar stool.
Yeah. The bar stool. How about you get something with a little bit of cushion and some backrest?
Let me finish my story, Jay.
You take 30 years to finish a story.
That's what this podcast is all
Kill
about.
in detail.
No,
in.
but people were literally watching the podcast, texting me like, "When the fuck is he gonna get to the point?" I was like, "Hit about 45 minutes in, he'll get to the point." It's like a 10-minute story.
Let him do it. Let him work it out.
I get distracted.
alcohol's involved, yes, you do.
I would also like to apologize for my obscene language in the last podcast.
That's fair. Just came out of silence.
All right.
Jesus, Deacon, why don't you just move in?
Me and Jamie live together. Jamie likes to partake in recreational activities.
So do you.
So do I.
Yes.
Yes.
I worked at Little Caesars. Probably the biggest mistake I've ever made in my life. I didn't know that working there would mean I would be open to a whole world of drugs and sex and
Firearms.
firearms. Yeah, that's a pretty good way to put it. So
Drugs, sex, and firearms. This is our new
Little Caesar
sequel.
story.
Yeah.
So
I hope somebody's like an animator who can make an animation story off this.
So basically, that whole summer, me and Jamie were hanging out. We didn't really know each other well at first, but we both discovered soon that we like to drink and party. So, pretty much we just kind of
Fucking our livers up.
hanging out.
Yeah.
Just
Say fuck the liver.
Yes.
Yeah.
basically everyone, we'd get off work and we'd be hanging out 11 midnight, hanging out. So I worked at Little Caesars. What I have learned, everyone who works at a Little Caesars is either a drug dealer or affiliated with a drug dealer, dating a drug dealer. That's pretty much
Or a drug addict.
Yeah.
Yes.
Probably. So what happened was I was kind of mad at that point in my life because I was dating this one girl and I liked her and she was like, "Oh, you're too normal." Okay. Well, fuck you. So
Mike's too normal.
Yeah. So
That's the weirdest thing I've
at
ever
that
heard.
point in my life, I was just like, "Fuck it, I'll do anything, I guess. Just have fun." You know when you get in those points of your life when you're younger, you're just like, "Shit's stupid. I'm just gonna do whatever." Well,
Yeah.
do you know what I'm talking about, James?
Okay.
All right.
For sure. I'm out. I don't know.
All right. So basically, I was in a, just understand what I'm saying.
Oh, I understand.
So I was just kind of fed up with everything. I was just like, "Fuck it."
Yeah. You said you hit the fuck it button.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I hit the fuck it button.
Button.
And I worked at a crazy. You'd have to write a TV show to get. I think Jamie knows a little bit more, obviously, than you do. But I think Jamie can attest to. I worked with a very crazy individual groups of people.
Yes. All of them.
Yes. Kind of borderline dangerously crazy.
Yeah, I can see.
Obviously.
Yeah, yes, yeah. We'll get to it.
So
Keep going, Mike. you have the floor.
I'm trying to get to the point, viewers. But
Well.
it takes a while. Exposition, everything. So, me and Jamie are hanging out.
Digging.
The summer progresses, kind of the same stuff over and over. And there's a group of people at Little Caesars. There's really only 5 people that work. It's me, Angel,
Ironic. That's her name.
Sam, and her brother. So what basically happened is these people that worked at Little Caesars weren't the best people in the world. They're pretty much drug addicts. And I would hang out with them after work because I didn't have anyone else to hang out with. And Jamie and I would have them over at our place and everything like that.
Oh no.
At some point over the summer, me and this woman, Angel, started a relationship, and I was under the impression that she was broken up with her boyfriend, which I think was the case actually, but I think he was crazy as well, and he was also a drug dealer, like a hardcore drug dealer.
Oh boy.
Yes, like someone who doesn't just sell weed.
Yeah. Well, normally drug dealers
Like someone
sell
who
more
carries
than
a
weed.
gun and
Weed's not
carries
drugs.
bags of money throughout the year.
If they sell weed, I don't think you can call them a drug dealer. I think it's
It's
a
an appliance.
recreational
Yeah.
appliance.
So basically, I was under the impression that him and this girl were broken up. We hooked up that night. I woke up in the morning with a dude pointing a gun at me, knocking on my door in the morning. Asking
I was in
where
class
his
at the same
girlfriend
place, by the
was.
way.
Asking what?
Where his girlfriend was. I was like, I don't know. I thought you were broken up.
You should have been like, "Who's your girlfriend?"
Basically, that was a wake-up call. I think I quit the week after. think Jamie, do you want to tell this story?
Yes. Well, let's not forget. Also, I came in the next day, and I was like, I was in class when the gun pointing happened. And I walked in, and Mike was like, and I was like, hey, what's up, Mike? And he was like, I mean, doing okay, I guess. I had a gun point at me earlier. I started laughing. I thought he was joking.
Yeah.
The way he said so casually.
It's Mike.
So casually. And I started laughing. I was like, and he started. And the way the face man was like, "You're serious? You had a gun?" He's like, "Oh yeah, I had a gun point at me." I was like, and then. But he said, yeah, he was outside and a van came up with the European license plates on the front. You know, it was like creepy Russian looking license plates on the front. And pointed a gun at him, and that's like where Angel was.
Fuck.
Good times. And also, Mike quit Little Caesars twice.
Oh, twice.
Tell him about the story when I quit Little Caesars.
Yeah, well, I worked at Food City there this time.
You work where?
At Food City grocery store.
Okay, I've never heard of that.
Yeah, Mike had to go and work at 4. I had to go at 5.
So he worked at Food City too? Or
No, he worked at Little Caesars.
Okay.
I worked at Food City.
Okay.
Mike had to go work at 4, so he left. And I'm walking my car to work at 5 by 4:30, 4:40.
Mm-hmm.
And then Mike passed me. I was like, "Didn't you just go to work?" He said, "No, I quit." I was like, "Okay, I'll see you later." And we get back that night. You like usually drink, and then the next day he's going back to work. And I was like, "I thought you quit." He's like, "No, they told me to come back."
They asked you to come back.
And they got me to come back. And then like a week later, after that, I the same thing happened. I was like, "Did you quit?" He's like, "Yeah, I quit again."
Well, basically what happened was me and Jamie were together all that 2017, that summer, and then the winter is when me and Daisy started dating, which is 4 years ago. And then Jamie graduated. Mm-hmm. And then, like, we kind of just never really stopped hanging out with each other, right?
Yeah.
I mean, he moved out, but we still hung out, I guess, at least once a month.
Yeah.
Pretty much until now.
Until now, yes.
Here
we are.
Yeah.
Going to a NASCAR race.
Yeah. Hey, we've been to multiple. I mean, we used to always like think of these things, and I guess we just kind of started making them happen. Like, I mean, most of them happen when we're drunk. We're just like, "Hey, you want to go to this? Sure." And then a couple of months later happened, and we're like, "Okay, I guess we're going to this." This race.
I guess we're going to this thing now.
Yeah, we went to Texas a few months ago, and
He stayed with Aunt Gwen with us.
Oh,
we
shit.
Yeah, I
You
met
met Aunt
Gwen
Gwen.
and Uncle Stan.
What you think of
I went
Aunt
there.
Gwen?
Nice.
Yeah, they're both super nice.
I remember he said they have the most pillows out of anyone he's ever
I
seen.
swear, Aunt Gwen.
I say, yeah, their guest
she
bedroom
just-
had like 17 pillows
Oh
in the
my
bed.
God. But when you meet Aunt Gwen, she just keeps talking.
She's a sweetheart, though.
She's a sweetheart,
She's very
yeah.
nice.
Luckily, she talked to Mike more than me, like
Yeah.
directly, so
Yeah.
like I'd be listening, but then like if I needed to sneak off, I could just
Yeah.
bail
Well,
out.
my friend Caleb was the one fixing up their house for him before they sold it. And she would like literally just walk up behind him. He has both his headphones, and she'd just be sitting there talking to him for like an hour. And,
Like, oh, shit,
and
you're talking?
he turns around and goes, "Are you talking to me?" She's like, "Yeah." He looked at me after he told me the story. He's like, "I just wanted to be like, you've been talking to me this whole fucking time?" Because Caleb, he's a sweetheart. He's also a dick at the same time, though.
Aunt
So-
Gwen's a sweetheart too.
Aunt Gwen's an amazing woman.
Mm-hmm.
She's one of the nicest people you ever meet, but also
She's also a little clue.
she's also a little loose.
Yeah.
There's some screws loose up there somewhere.
Yeah, I get that.
He comes. He
All
came
right.
over. He came over here after that. He was like, "God bless Uncle Stan."
So I think it's time to get into some of the more raunchy details.
The more raunchy details. You were supposed to get into the raunchy details already. I think we're 20 minutes in already. Yeah. 18.
So me and Jamie have had a good amount of close calls.
Yes.
What do you mean close calls?
Like,
And what do you mean a good amount?
I mean a good amount.
Like numbers more specifically. More
Probably
than a
like
dozen.
5 times we probably got good.
Okay.
Yeah,
like
same
one
one handle.
At
I don't
least
know if
one
we've ever
full
been
hand.
close to being killed, but there's
Not
definitely
killed,
been times that we've
oh,
been
yeah.
close to being
I bet.
like beating the shit out of them.
I've been
At
close.
one in particular,
Very
which
threatened,
we'll
yeah.
get to. Well, one we might have gotten killed.
Hey, I mean,
I
haven't
mean,
we
you
all?
think we could have got? I mean, I'm not saying it's likely, but
I mean,
That's when you
at least
got
gotten
killed. At least got like,
That's when
roughed
you
up.
call. Hey, this is why you call the Iron Dwarf over here. People think I'm crazy.
All right, so there
I'm not very
there have been a bunch of times in me and Jamie's
friendship.
friendship that I mean, both of us like to party.
Yeah.
Which is
And
probably
then-
a downfall.
There's one downside of me and Mike's friendship is that we're both just like
None of us is going to say stop.
yes, we're both like none of us are just like none of us wake up like hey let's fucking drink and party. We're both like hey Mike you want to have a few drinks? Yeah.
Let's have a few drinks.
Or like
I'll
hey
tell
Jamie you
what.
want to yeah that's it.
Hey, that's how I am too, though. I'm like, hey, you want to have a few drinks? Fuck yeah, let's do it.
So,
I'm always at the edge where I just need a little shove off and Mike shuts me off.
well, I used to.
He's good at that.
Well, it's more of me.
It's more of
I
me
used
thing.
I used to get drunk and go in the washer and dryer a lot.
Yes,
What?
washer and dryer
You get in the washer and dryer?
and the dryer. Yes,
Get inside.
he got in the dryer, door closed one night. I was very impressed.
Did you turn it on?
Nah, I joked I would. He started freaking out.
He's scared of
Understandably.
everything, though.
Understandably.
What was I trying to think of?
Your close calls.
Close calls. Okay. The worst one.
Yeah, I know
Probably.
what we're getting into.
Oh no, he's getting quieter.
Yeah.
All right. This is one of many nights. A lot of nights went the same way. They didn't end the same way though. Me and Jamie downtown. There's not a whole lot to do in Johnson City. There's pretty much only one thing to do in Johnson City.
And that's drink.
Drink.
And sing.
Yes.
Sure. But you can do that anywhere. But I'm saying if you want to do it other than your home, pretty much in Johnson City, all there is to do is go to Newman's
Yeah.
or Capone's. Yeah.
There's
There's not a lot of venues. So this is okay. It is
Now it's serious.
2020. Summer 2020.
Yeah. Early summer 2020.
George Floyd gets killed. This is important. You're thinking that I'm just saying this. No, this is important because this is the whole.
He got killed like a week before this.
Oh Jesus.
George Floyd
This
got
heat
killed
up.
a week before me and Jamie went out. The whole world is being shut down because of COVID. And
Isn't that a weird area where things started kind of opened up again?
Yeah, a little bit.
But then before everything closed back again, like isn't that?
But everyone's really mad because of racial injustice,
Yes.
stuff like that. So basically, let's say June or July.
I say about June 2020. I'd
So pretty much the worst point of 2020.
say. Yes. The bottom point.
So me and Jamie are hanging out. We go.
This first time going out since they closed the bars.
Yeah,
Down.
and yeah. On top of that, it was the first time we let loose.
Yes.
So we were obviously getting after it.
Hell yes.
We
Yeah, me
decided
and
to
Jamie-
switch bars.
Me and Jamie were drinking heavily around downtown. Meanwhile, like this is the same time that COVID, the first wave ended, and the George Floyd murders happened, and there's all those Black Lives Matter protests. Me and Jamie get pretty drunk. I mean, I feel like we went out at like 2 or 3, and we were already pretty.
We were pretty. Yeah,
In the afternoon or the night?
we weren't blackout drunk, but
No,
we
in
were
the
feeling
afternoon.
it. Yes.
Oh, yeah.
And then we were leaving the bar at like 6 or 7.
Oh boy.
And then I see there's a Black Lives Matter like rally, chanting, and everything happening. And I was
And
like,
okay, can I expose
Yes,
this by
yes.
saying Jamie's a very liberal being as far as all he was trying
Socially.
to do was just see what was going on.
I was just
Because Jamie's on their side anyways. Like,
I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna see this. Let me check it out. I was like, you know,
yeah, so we saw a Black Lives Matter protest happening outside of this very prominent bar in Johnson City. And Jamie was very drunk, and he was like, let's see what's about to happen.
I thought we'd be like wallflowers sitting in the back and just observing. That's
That
not what
did not
happened.
happen.
That did not happen.
This is very surreal.
Yes, I thought it was weird. That we go sit down, and it's not a minute or two. This guy comes up to us like,
Black guy.
yes.
Leader of the protest.
yes,
No.
that's probably important. He's like, we didn't see y'all walking earlier. Say
Because
like that.
apparently they had been marching earlier in the day.
Like all day.
Like a Black Lives Matter
Yeah.
march the whole day.
And he's like, we didn't see y'all walking earlier.
He was offended that we came to sit down and just watch them because we weren't with them earlier in the day.
Yeah, I don't know if he thought that I don't know what, but
I don't know if they thought we were trying to
we
sabotage
were like
them. Or
undercover Trumpers or something, trying to like get in there. And but I just wanted all I want to do is just see what's going on. 'Cause I support the cause.
Well, I think what happened was Jamie was like, let's see what's about to happen here. Because we were both drunk.
In a way, I guess in a way I did kind of. But yeah, they came up to us we just started walking earlier, and I think I just lied to them. I was like, yeah, we were there. We weren't. I was like, yeah, we were there earlier. And he's kind of like looked at us sideways, like, okay. And then he kind of walked off. And I was like, okay, I think we got the worst set out of the way. Let's just hang out. And then the guy gets on the mic, he gets on the blowhorn. He has a megaphone. And it's giving he's like listing off the names.
People.
He's like giving off the names of people who got killed and stuff. And we're all with it. And next thing you know, he's like, all right, we got 2 new guys who are with us tonight. They're going to tell us why we're here and why they support us. I was like, okay.
And
we can't. There's no getting out of this now.
To preface this, they seemed like if we didn't say the right thing, we were going to get our asses beat.
Yeah.
Yes, he said it. He said that what I just said aggressively. Like, we got 2 new members here. They're going to tell us why they're here and why they support us. Like very just like.
That sounds like bullying to me.
And I looked at Mike and I was like, okay, we can't back out now. I'm very sorry I got us into this.
Keep in mind, we're very drunk at this.
Yeah, and we're also like, I mean, not blackout drunk, but I mean like foggy.
Enough.
Yeah.
Very like too like.
To where it doesn't feel like a real story, right?
Yeah, even still talking about it, almost feels like a dream. Talking about it, but I told him, I was like, okay, Mike, I'm so sorry we're in this situation. We have to talk now after this. I'll go first. You think of something, I'll go right now. And I went up there and I was like, they gave us the megaphone too. You know, I talk low anyway.
Yeah.
I'm hoping they didn't understand what I said.
No.
And I'm like, hey, I'm Jamie. I grew up in this, I grew up in this redneck town. There's no black, but I'm just, I support the cause. I just want to learn more, and that's why I'm here. Blah blah. And I got a faint.
Yeah.
And off the mic.
Oh Lord.
Pretty much all I said was,
I don't even remember exactly what he said.
Michael, I'm from Detroit. I like black people.
He didn't quite put it that way. But I was supposed to say, I grew up in Detroit. There's weird race relations. And as soon as I heard I'm from Detroit, I didn't even listen to anything else. I was like, yes,
That's the right line right there. You should have said, I'm in a more dangerous hood than you are.
Yeah.
But that's pretty much one of the scariest moments me and Jamie had together.
And then afterwards, we gave those speeches, and we were kind of sitting down afterwards, and we were thinking there for a second, I was like, how long do we have to sit here? At this point now.
Bail out.
Yeah. When everybody stops
and I was just like, I really don't know. Like, what's the problem? I was like, I mean, like I said, I fully support the cause. I just want to see what's going on. I didn't plan to hook my hitch onto the truck and get dragged on all night.
Me and my dad and Jamie have done karaoke together.
Yes.
Yeah.
But then,
you can support the cause.
After a few points, Mike said, I got pissed. And I was like, I do too. And we kind of like, all right, then we just basically ran off.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was a legitimately scary moment.
Yeah, no, I would have been
nervous. Yeah.
I would have gone up there and been like, I'm not a professional speaker, so I'm going to pass the mic off.
I don't know if that would have gone over.
I don't give a shit.
I don't know.
I'm pretty fast.
But we handled it well, all things considered.
Yeah, they can definitely catch up to me and Jamie.
They applauded both of us.
Yeah, well, if I'm with somebody, they got to catch them, not me.
That's true, yeah.
No, I ain't going to leave my boys behind. But at the same time, it's like, I'm not going to sit there and be fucking bullied into speaking and be like, no, I'm not a part of this talking thing. This is your gig. I didn't sign up to be in a talk.
Apparently, we did by sitting near them.
By associating.
Yeah.
Which we didn't know. We didn't see the contract before we...
yeah, I didn't expect that at all. I told my husband, I'm sorry I got us into that.
That would have made me mad. That would have made me physically mad. Because after everything else that we find out about that, type of protest and everything going on, it's kind of like, no, I'm good. I'm out. Hey, more power to you. I'm out.
Yeah, I get your set. I don't know, it didn't seem like a great idea at the times.
No, I would have never gone into that whatsoever. Because my personality is very non-confrontational. I am not a confrontational person. Unless one of my family members decide to keep pushing my damn buttons and I can't go nowhere. So I punch them.
I guess it's kind of I am too, but I thought to solve it by, okay, how can we stay here to get out of this?
Yeah, there's nothing. There's nothing.
It's
you
like I
couldn't
said,
have said anything right. To be
I was
honest.
telling Mike, it's like, I support the cause. I could have given, if you gave me 2 minutes to prepare, I could have given a good speech.
Yeah, I know, right?
I got 0 seconds to prepare.
Yeah, that was just fucked up.
If I had if I had just a minute to, if they said, all right, we're gonna give you guys late talk in a minute, I could have given a good one, but
Yeah.
I was just off the top of my head. I don't think I even said anything coherent. I was like, I'm Jamie. I'm from Clintwood. It's like there's no black people. I mean, I was like, I'm only. It's like all white, but I understand the cause. I want to learn more, and blah blah. And I got a few at least a few people are clapping.
Yeah.
Okay.
At least it's not dead silent.
Yeah, we heard the crickets. Oh, God.
And that would have been funny if
I'll
he
think-
just, like, if you pass the mic off to Mike and
Yes.
he just goes, run!
That's pretty much what he did at the end. It's like, he said, Jamie, I got to piss. I don't know what we're going to like. So for us, like, we're going to sit here all damn night. Like,
Yeah. Jeez.
I just want to see what's going on. But
You know who I would really like to see in a situation like that? Take a wild guess, Mike. You can name one of my friends who I would like to see in a situation like that. No. Spencer doesn't talk.
Well, that's why I thought it'd be funny.
No, not him. Somebody else. Been on the podcast multiple
yes,
times.
Spencer's why.
Steven?
Yes.
Why isn't he here right now?
Because he's a dick. We should call him.
But what I'm saying is, I thought he was a friend of mine.
He is a friend of yours.
And I haven't seen him in a very long time.
Exactly. But here, we'll let him talk for
But
himself.
do you get what I'm coming from?
Yeah.
Ryan?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm only here every couple of years or once every 6 months.
Well, if he answers, I'll pass it off to you. We're going to find out right now. Oh, boy. The intensity. I know. Oh, I don't think he's going to answer.
Well, I'll leave a nasty voice.
It is almost 1 o'clock.
It's Steven.
Yeah, Steven doesn't care.
Steven will be up till 4.
It's not responsible, though.
Your call has been
Damn it.
forwarded to an automated voice messaging
Don't let him
system.
say the number on the microphone. Okay, we're good. We're good.
Is not available. The mailbox is full.
Oh, no!
Goodbye.
Call him again. Call him again.
I love when the lady on the thing goes,
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Yeah, just
Okay.
so like passive aggressive. Just goodbye.
so, I think it's even just aggressive.
I feel like it's more passive because of the
Goodbye.
It's good. Goodbye.
The person you called his voicemail has not been set up yet.
There's
Goodbye.
There's no way he's asleep. There's no way.
If I
He
get
was
two-
literally just texting me.
If I get 2 calls from a friend, I'm like, oh, shit, is he
Yeah,
dead?
exactly.
You get
So-
one missed call,
something's
you're like,
wrong.
oh, fuck it. He's fucking
Something's
around,
wrong
he's
with this
drunk.
too.
They have 2, you're like, oh, God, is he okay?
Your call has been forwarded to an automated
You can't leave a
voice
voicemail. No
messaging
point in letting
system.
him repeat that. What are you doing, Mike? Oh Lord, he's leaving a nasty message because he can't leave a voice message. Oh
Or
Lord,
delete some messages.
he did that on purpose because he's
Some
tired.
people don't want messages.
He's tired of voicemails. So, but Steven's like one of my good friends. This is Michael. I am disappointed that you don't love me. Steven, you heard it here. So,
Prove him wrong.
yeah, I know,
Hey,
right?
but we still got time on the podcast, right?
We've got plenty. We can record a fucking 5-hour episode if you want. I don't give a shit.
Are you fine, Jamie?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna do a 5-hour.
Do you want a
episode.
beer?
Yeah.
Yeah, you empty? You empty, bruh?
Yeah.
I mean,
And now.
me and Jamie kind of made a pact where we're going to stay drunk the whole weekend until Monday. Monday's gonna suck.
Monday's gonna be rough.
Mm-hmm.
But we got Monday.
But we're off Monday, so.
Shit. I wish
Sleep
I
all
had
day.
Monday off. But you know what I do at work right now?
First off.
You know what my job at work is right now?
Hey, can I pee in your backyard?
Absolutely.
You can pee in my mouth. Yeah, I said it.
That's something I would say.
Exactly.
That is.
That's the point. Mike, if you
that.
kill my damn battery, I'm gonna murder you. You see this bottle? It'll go about this far.
If
up
you
your
murder
ass.
me, I will haunt you.
I hope you do.
I don't think I'd be very scary, but I would try my best.
If you murder me, I'm gonna kill you.
I can only imagine Mike as a ghost, though. He wouldn't even do anything like scary. He'd do fucked up shit.
Oh, can we tell the story
He'd
when
probably
I come
take
back?
no, hold on. He'd take like a dildo and put it on his toilet seat, so when you tried to sit down, he'd just be like,
You'd be like, I didn't put this there.
Did you burn it, you motherfucker?
don't like that.
You keep going back though.
You fucking idiot. There's no juice in it. You asshole. You burnt my fucking coil. Oh, that was good. You should you gotta kick it hard, Mike. It's not locked.
There you go.
Oh, that was funny.
Damn, that was awful. I'm not going to throw up, but I want to.
Oh man, that was good right there. I have to go get my vape juice now because that dickhead sucked down like a quarter
He's
of
been on
my
it tonight.
tank.
Yeah.
That, you know how long that takes?
Why won't this door close?
Don't break the cord, fucker.
Okay. Are we afraid of the dogs coming in here? Or
No,
No.
just fucking stop smacking the door on the cord. You need to cut the power cord in half. This is how ghetto rigged we are. We have a power cord running from this building all the way up to the house. So it's like,
You gotta do what you gotta do.
Sophie, go. I don't need you scratching and getting it on the camera. No, go. At least they listen.
They're well behaved.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's not even my dog.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, no. What was your first thoughts of Mike once you got to like know him a little bit?
I didn't know at first exactly what to make of him, as you can imagine.
Yeah.
But now he's like a brother to me now.
Yeah. Hell, he's like a brother to me, and we're not even like related that way.
Yeah. But first he was like, he's like, okay, nice to meet your roommates. Okay.
He's a little odd.
Yeah, I was like,
He's a little odd. But
like I said, eventually, but
oh yeah,
normal equals boring.
yeah.
As far
You
as I'm
gotta
concerned.
get to know him.
Yeah.
That's for sure. What are you breaking now?
I'm not bringing anything to you.
I think you wanted to say daddy, but he said Jakey.
Yeah.
What I think the next story we should tell is,
They can't hear you.
I'm telling you. So.
Well, I'm about to go get my vape juice so you don't choke on my damn vape again. They can't hear you. Come around. Get back in front of the condenser mic. There's a reason there's a condenser mic. So it's not getting the reverb.
Okay. I think a good story that we could tell when you get back is the story of I Wish the Ghost.
Yeah, I know what story you're talking about.
But we'll have to have some expose as far as
Yeah.
why next door is haunted.
Yeah, we will. Didn't we tell that last time?
I don't know.
It's haunted?
Doesn't matter.
What? You don't know about Aunt Gwen's house?
I don't think so.
Oh,
Well, I
boy.
mean, you never went there.
Yeah.
Yeah, you never went to
That's
that
like
one.
your house in Texas.
Yeah, the Texas one haunted too?
No.
You
Haunted with pillows.
Haunted with pillows. All right, well, Mike, you let it run. You get Jamie talking. He seems like he's warmed up
All
a
right,
little
so
bit.
you want me to
You're not,
can
you're
I
not
sit
as,
right
like,
there and
shy
talk for a
right
second?
now.
Yeah.
It takes a minute to get used to the camera. I know that.
It's like-
But once you
Oh,
try it
Jamie's
out,
having a good time.
you are standing right in the fucking lens. How about you move your big ass out the way?
You want to see my butthole,
Don't-
baby?
Do not
You
put
wanna
nudity
see?
on this damn camera.
I'm not gonna put nudity.
That will get flagged.
But if you
Yeah, I'll get flagged.
you get bagged.
You are fagged.
That's not so problematic.
Ah.
I should
I
say.
said fagged. I don't even think that is a word, to be honest.
Yeah.
Well, yes, depends who you are. All right, you do whatever you're gonna do. Ah.
You're gonna
All right,
be a voice
Jamie,
either.
what do you want to talk about?
Bang, wins on a
Keep in
house.
mind, all of this is getting uploaded to YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I know.
yeah, Mike. Keep in mind, this is all getting uploaded to YouTube.
I'm not gonna say it. I told
Don't
you.
fucking say it.
There-
Don't say it.
My nuts hurt now because
Good.
I touched them a little bit ago.
I touched them a little bit too, not a whole lot.
Okay, Jamie, what do you want to talk about? We can talk about whatever you want.
Bang wins on a house. Those here.
No, we can't talk about that yet. I've been
Do you want to talk about Cincinnati or give me a beer? Do you need another beer?
I just got one. I got you though. Let's talk about Cincinnati. I'm down. The Bengals are looking good.
All right, what do you think about this? Is our sports hour.
Yes. Well, Jake is gone.
So
real
what do
quick,
you?
What's up, Michigan?
Michigan,
victory.
kind of disappointing that they only won by 3, but still good that they won.
I thought they beat the shit out of Nebraska. I really did. But it was in Nebraska. I'll take a W.
Yep.
And we had -2.5 on the spread. Let's see that.
Well, you had.
Oh yeah, you had the -12.5 parlay. That's right. But
I had a very
yeah.
overconfident parlay, but would I rather take a $5 win on a parlay or Michigan just winning?
straight up win. It's always good.
So, what do you think about Virginia Tech?
I'm still a little pissed. They're always, you can't trust them. I'm glad they kept out Notre Dame as well as they did tonight, but they can't reach that next level. Seems like.
I understand.
But to be fair, we watched the Michigan game from 07, didn't watch the Virginia Tech game, so
Are you happy Alabama lost?
yes, just in general. I'm not even like an SEC guy, but I'm always happy Alabama loses. Just a little monkey wrench in the plans.
I didn't even know A&M was that good.
I didn't either, are they? I guess they are if they beat Bama.
I mean, I guess, yeah, they're good enough
beat
to
Bama.
beat
They must be.
Florida couldn't beat Bama.
Yeah, that's true. Or Kentucky.
What are the odds, though, that Alabama says fuck it and wins the national championship anyways?
Oh, what? Minus 200, probably. Like, easy.
So, do you
Let's talk
feel
about-
like you're leveraging your radio, TV, film skills for this podcast?
For this one, yes. It's the first time in a long time I feel like I've utilized my skills that I went to school. But right, let's talk about Cincinnati sports.
All right, let's do it.
All right. So about the Bearcats, they beat Notre Dame last week. I think they're off this week. But
Luke Fuckle.
yeah, Luke Fuckle, the new era of Cincinnati. Got the Reds. They had an absolute massive collapse in the season. It looked good though, surprisingly good until the end though. And then we got the Bengals, 3-1. I saw in person last Thursday. The Jags barely has me worried, but our guy Joe Burrow came back. He said, "Give me the fucking ball." Went down, game-winning drive, field goal in the game, win. And they're down 14-0 at the half. If they're up 14-0 over Andy Dalton and Marvin Lewis, they would have got their ass whipped. But Burrow at halftime said, "Give me the fucking ball. I want to win this game," and he did. They killed the last 6 minutes of the game. Good game-winning field goal. And it's weird. I guess you had this with Stafford. It's weird having the feeling of you have a quarterback. I got a quarterback now.
Yeah, but that feeling is replaced by we suck in every other
Disappointment.
area.
Yeah, I don't know if we. That's the thing. I don't know if we suck in every other area. Back in the host seat.
Oh, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Thanks. What'd y'all talk about? I heard Stafford.
Sports.
Oh,
Cincinnati and Stafford. And
Stafford.
Joe Burrow,
Oh,
the Bengals.
Stafford. Good old Stafford. I'm happy. I'm really happy for him though.
No, he's on a winning team now.
Yeah. Well, they're got a winning record at the moment.
I told Mike, imagine if he was on a winning team this whole time. He'd be like what Phillip Rivers is, like 5th most passing yards or whatever. Just like he'd be absolute Hall of Famer. I mean, he probably is a Hall of Famer.
He's definitely going to be a Hall of Famer. Like
He'd be like a top. I mean, he's like
gotta
a Mount Rushmore quarterback, I think. Potentially.
But at the same time, like now that he's on a different team with a decent team, that he can actually show his skills and actually progress the game, progress down the field and everything, and complete passes and all this shit, where he can show his skills and not get hit every fucking play. It's like he's got kind of like a new life where he can kind of show like who he really is as
What
a
he really
quarterback. Yeah, and what he can really do. Which he did at Detroit. Not going to say he didn't, but at the same time, it's like he had to overcome so much shit. I don't think anything's going to hold him back now.
for sure.
It's like he's already been through the ringer since he was.
It's amazing what he overcame to.
Yes.
I think he held that franchise up for years. And
He did.
realize it.
He did. Oh, he realized it.
Mm.
Like, come on. But so I know Mike wanted to get on the since it is Halloween
Yes.
era. It's not Halloween right now, but you know Halloween season.
Almost. Yeah.
Yeah, well, it's the 10th.
Pumpkin spice.
The 10th. Pumpkin spice season. I'm going to cheers you on that one. That was
Yes.
funny. Yes. Mike, take it away.
All right. Hank Wynn's place was haunted.
Why is Hank Wynn's place haunted? What
right, there's
confirms
multiple-
it for you?
Well, there's been a lot of rumors.
Rumors? You didn't firsthand experience anything?
Well, I'll say that. There's rumors, I don't know if they're confirmed, that Hank Wynn's place is buried on a, or
Indian
built
burial
on
ground.
an Indian burial ground.
I've
But wouldn't
heard
that
that.
mean your place is built
I
on
say
a
North
burial
Carolina. This is
Well,
in the whole
I
state.
guess
Indian
where
burial ground, like-
it's apples and oranges as far as where I will say that Aunt Gwen's place did feel haunted.
Feel. You don't have a first-hand account?
Well, I will. All right.
You will. Are you
So-
going back? Jesus, Mike. Grab the big chair, damn it. So you can be comfy.
Okay.
So that way you can actually get into the story and not worry about fucking falling. God, it's like the dickhead in class dragging his desk backwards. Little more. I need you to be holding hands with Jamie.
Yes.
There we go. Finger in ass.
There we
Put your
go.
hand down there. Oh, you missed it. You missed your opportunity.
Okay, so Aunt Gwen, her house always felt kind of weird.
Felt weird.
Yeah, and so it was a pretty big house. There's no basement, which I always thought was kind of weird. Because why wouldn't you have a basement?
Because it's bedrock.
But so
It's
there's no
expensive.
basement, and you would always hear noises in Aunt Gwen's house,
Yes. But it was a big house.
but you couldn't explain them.
Yeah.
It wasn't like the house settling.
Yeah.
Not a.
There's a lot of house settling. There was a lot of weird stuff like that. But there's a lot of stuff that was completely unexplained. Like my friend Trevor came over one night. Right? My Aunt Gwen's out of town. My Aunt Gwen and Uncle Stan are both out of town. There's nobody at that house.
And Jake's house was right across from.
Yeah, we live next door. So we, you know what a cul-de-sac is? Cul-de-sac.
Yeah. What? Yes, I do.
Okay.
I,
Just making sure.
I thought you said the cul-de-sac for a second. I was like,
No,
which
do you know
one?
what a cul-de-sac
Yes, I do. Okay.
Yeah, because like I've said that to somebody before, and they were like, "What the fuck is
Is
that?"
that what?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I was like,
so-
"You don't know what a cul-de-sac is?"
Yeah.
Like, what the hell? So we lived in a cul-de-sac. Friends that I grew up with my entire life lived on the left of me. We were in the middle, and then my aunt and uncle lived on the right of us. So we're hanging. Me and my friend Trevor hanging out in the basement, just chilling, hanging out. I actually forgot about the story till just now, to be honest. But we were hanging out, having a good time, whatnot. It was probably about 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. Go outside, walk into his car. We're just talking, shooting the shit, finishing our drinks, and he gets to his car. I just happen to look over at my aunt's house, and the entire fucking floodlights, the lights, every outdoor light is on, every single one. And then the room upstairs where Rachel used to stay,
Blue room.
yeah, the blue room, that bedroom light
That's
was
the
on.
haunted room.
That's the haunted room. That light was on. So I call Aunt Gwen, 3 o'clock in the morning, because all of her lights are on. Because I didn't know she was out of town. Like, hey, I just seen if everything was okay, because I figured they were up. All of their lights are on.
Yeah.
I call her to let her know, ask her what was going on. Just kind of check in, make sure everything was okay. So if I needed to go over there and help them do something, I could. No answer. Went straight to voicemail. Left a voicemail. It was just a call. I know it's late. I'm sorry for calling so late. I was just calling to check, make sure everything was okay. I noticed all your lights were on, and I was making sure you were all right. I love you. Call me back. Hung up. Went to bed. Woke up the next morning from like 6 different messages, voicemails from my aunt. She goes, "What are you talking about? My lights were on. Like we're out of town." Like, what? Oh fuck! That's just like one of. That's like after I already knew the house was haunted, and that just confirmed it even more for me. I was like, "Fuck me, that
So
was
it's
scary."
ghosts or well, yeah, it's ghosts or humans. It's still scary.
To be fair, I lived there for a couple of years.
You didn't live there.
Very well, yeah, I did.
Not really. You lived with us.
Yeah. Well,
You were at our house more than you were over there.
yeah. Well, the reason I moved down there is Aunt Sue.
Yeah.
And then she died, and then we left, and then came back. But yeah, even when I lived with Aunt Gwen, I was at your place more. But I still
Your Aunt
slept
Sue came
there.
back to life. Is that right?
What?
The way you just said the story, it makes it sound like your Aunt Sue came back to life.
No. What I'm saying
He's
is,
saying they left, not my mom.
You said my Aunt Sue died. And you said they left. They came back.
They like left,
I was like they came back.
came back, left again.
no, Aunt Sue was not.
I caught it as soon as you said
did
it.
not
I was
rise
like-
on the third day.
Yeah, she rose back again on the 3rd day, and Jesus was like, "You are blessed."
No, what I'm saying is, I lived there.
Probably about a year.
Oh yeah, I mean, I was at your place most of the time, but I slept at over there.
Yeah.
But I would definitely think scary things happened when I was sleeping over there. and Holly lived right next door, like in a
The
room
next
right
bedroom, yeah.
in a connected room. So Holly lived, my cousin,
My sister.
lived right next to me, that room over. But we would both sometimes hear stuff, and we'd be like,
Is that
"Do
you?
you hear something weird?" Like it'd be something like that you shouldn't hear at like 3 in the morning. You know,
Yeah.
like some. So obviously the place is. What I'm getting at is I think that place is haunted. But yeah, you would hear stuff, and definitely a weird place.
Weird vibe too.
Yeah, definitely. Like when you have those. Like I believe in ghosts, but I don't definitely believe that I've ever seen one. But if I have ever seen one, it's there, kind of deal.
What?
I'm saying.
You're not. You're not saying anything
Let me be
that makes
clear.
any sense. Please
Yeah,
be
wait,
clear.
just now you just said like,
Yeah, please
if I,
be
if
clear.
I don't see a ghost, then I don't see one. If I do see one, I do.
Yeah, that's more or less what he just said.
All right,
But
I
it's
don't. I'm a pretty normal dude.
No, you're not. Don't even try to act normal.
I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say it in a bad way either, though.
No, it's
In
not
a
a
good
bad
way.
thing either.
I would say I don't believe in normal haunted things just from people saying them.
Yeah.
But I do believe that Anquin's place is haunted.
It gives off that vibe
Yeah.
too. Even when you
And-
look at the house, though, you would think this is a normal house. You
All
walk
right,
in it,
and
there's
then
more
let's get to the
angels in
story
first
of. This is
fucking
probably
entrance
2000.
anywhere.
This was when we
Okay,
were
okay.
still.
That's not.
Yeah, yeah. Oh,
Stretch.
move your feet, lose your seat.
I see that baby.
No, you cannot. You got to finish what you're saying.
Well, I figured I'd wait till Jamie gets back.
No, you can keep talking. We got to keep the podcast going. He can hear you out there.
Well, I bet I want him to hear this story.
Okay, well then, what do you want to talk about while we wait on him?
How's life going? How's Jackson?
It's great. He's great.
From what I could tell, last time I saw him, he didn't really move that much.
He moved.
But not as.
No, not as
fast
much as he is now. No, nowhere near. It's like night and day.
And it was fun. Every time I would clap,
Yeah, he got.
I mean, it would
Yeah.
take him a little bit to think about it, but then he would do it too.
And then you go.
He's a really good clapper.
Yes, he's a great clapper. He loves the clapping.
So, yeah. What do you think about?
No, it's my turn. That's good. So, how are you and the fiance?
Pretty good.
Yeah, pretty good.
I mean, just normal.
Yeah, normal. How's
I
everything
mean, no
going with
problems.
that?
I mean, we don't really. The thing that's different about me and Daisy is like we never really had like any big arguments really.
Me
We
and
just
Chris
kind of
never have either.
chill.
Yeah.
I mean, we don't always agree on everything, but
No,
pretty much.
which you're not going to.
Yeah, but like pretty much like we just kind of all do our own thing, and then we just more comfortable, I guess.
Yeah.
with each other.
I hear you. It's good times, especially when you're like comfortable with the one you're with. That's like the most important thing. How about you don't suck my entire tank down this time?
Yeah, that hurt last time.
Yeah. Oh, you
I don't
gonna
know if
take
you guys-
one for the team?
I don't know if you guys changed subjects, but isn't it weird that Aunt Gwen's ghost didn't follow her to Dallas?
It's a little weird. I don't know if it.
I didn't
did
hear.
or not.
Well, maybe they did, but I just didn't hear him.
No,
I have stayed at her house.
I
should say it.
I have-
Waxahachie.
I have not been there. So
All right, so let's get back to the story. This is like 2010. This is before Aunt Sue died.
yeah, it was well before I answered that.
So everyone knew Aunt Gwen. This is even before everything. Everyone knew Aunt Gwen's house is haunted.
Yeah.
This is before everything. Before
But you know what I'm
Jesus.
saying? You know what I'm saying? Like everyone always kind of knew Aunt Gwen's place.
Oh yeah, everyone. Even like Spencer and Ryan and Josh
And
and,
I
Calvin
would-
and Alex, we all knew it.
Growing up, I would only come down like Christmas and then in the summer for like a week.
Yeah.
But even then, I knew Aunt Gwen's place is haunted.
Dude, me
Common
and Rachel
knowledge.
talked about it. Me and Rachel talked about Aunt Gwen's house being haunted.
And I think
and
this
Rachel's
was-
not even like she doesn't really believe in that type of stuff.
No, Rachel's very reality centered.
Yes. Very reality centered.
If that makes any sense.
Yes, it does. She's more of the here and the now instead of like what it could possibly be. But even she's like, yeah, that place is fucking haunted. I think she just doesn't like to think about it.
So I think what happened was during Christmas, every Christmas, Aunt Sue would get Jake Guitar Hero, and we would play.
The fuck out of it. Get the fuck out.
This is what, maybe like 4 or 5 years. This is like back when Guitar Hero was like popular. Like
It's like Guitar Hero 3.
so you probably got Guitar Hero like 4 years in a row, 5 years. Like,
Yep.
I feel like every Christmas we would just like I would play bass or whatever. And like,
Yeah, because I was an asshole and I hogged the guitar.
But we would play together.
Yeah.
And you would get it at like 10 a.m. and we'd finish it by
That
middle
night.
of the night. And I think it was like one of those times where we were playing at like 2 a.m. or whatever. And then something happened. And I was like, I wish.
I think we were watching a movie actually at that point because Holly was down there. We'd stopped playing the game, just kind of like taking a break, chilling, talking back and forth. We decided to play probably Truth or Dare or something stupid. And then Mike gets wild hair up his ass and says something goes, yeah, you know wild hair.
You
You ain't,
do that?
you ain't never heard that?
No, I haven't.
Okay,
You
just
might
making
do
sure.
that?
Yeah, no, he got a wild hair up his ass, and it was like, I hope the ghosts from next door come over here and haunt us. I was like, Mike, what the fuck? And as soon as he said that, there's a table right next to where the couch was. So the couch was like this. There's a table here. It had a drape over it, kind of like a tablecloth over it. The tablecloth goes. There's no breeze down there. Everything was shut. I was like, we all just like stopped. We're like, what the fuck? Mike, what'd you do? Mike goes, ah! And jumps on the couch like a little bitch. I was like, oh, Lord. And then guess who fucking checks it? Me. I go over there, lift up the fucking curtain. Damn cat's under there. Just smacking the damn
This was a devil
tablecloth.
cat.
Yeah, oh, Satan, she was evil. Her name wasn't really Satan. But her name
I
was
was
Taz.
about to ask.
Her name was Taz, but Tasmanian devil.
Yeah.
But she's probably the meanest cat.
It's the meanest fucking cat in the world. But she loved me. I don't know why.
Yeah, I was about to ask before you said that. I think he was like a.
Well, she loved
Evil
Jake,
spirit.
and she also liked Aunt Sue.
She loved my mom. And me and my mom.
But,
were
like, she wouldn't let
I don't
anyone
want any
else
part
touch
of
her.
Yeah, she wouldn't let my dad touch her. She wouldn't let my sisters touch her.
And his dad's really good with animals.
Yeah, I'm very good with animals too. I guess I got that trait somehow.
Yeah.
I don't know why. Like even strays, they'll walk up to me and let me pet them. Like, oh,
Some cats are just.
cats are bitches. You heard it here first on the Oakley Show. Cats are bitches.
My ex-girlfriend's cat was a. It almost ruined me on cats. I'm just now starting to like used to cats again.
Ugh.
It's
I'm
like
not
you
a big
said. It's
cat
like,
person though.
it's like she would. I was with my ex for 2 years.
Yeah.
I remember one time. I've been through like for a long time. The cat, her name was Skittles, which is a deceptive name. It's a cute name for me, she's a bitch.
Yeah. Fucking
I was like, hey,
cunt.
Skittles, come here. And she came up to me, stiffed my hand. She started laughing.
We're
and
getting
she
there, we're getting there.
clawed me. She has claws out, but
Yeah.
and then I think she started to catch when I was afraid of her. She's an inside-outside cat.
Oh,
So
okay,
when she
yeah.
wanted to go outside, she'd meow at you.
Yeah.
But when I was over there, she'd look at me like dead in my eyes. I'm like, meow.
Like, bitch,
She
open the door.
knew I was like, open the fucking door now before I fuck you up.
Yeah, that's.
And I was just like, yes, ma'am, yes, ma'am. I got you.
Mm.
So now I'm still weird about going up to like the strange cats and like picking them up or something. I still
No.
can't do it.
Yeah, no.
But I go, like you saw, I can go to a dog now. So, oh, come here.
Yeah, come here, puppy.
I went to a rabid dog. Oh, you're so sweet.
Yeah, I'm a huge dog fan.
Yeah.
Like I've always been like more my personality, obviously, a hyperactive personality, ADD, focus like I'm just like a dog. Squirrel, what? Oh God, lost train of thought, everything gone. Very very similar. And so that's why I love dogs, I guess. But it's just like the personality type, the traits, everything. Very nice, very sweet,
Dogs
loving
sometimes
dogs.
scare me.
Yeah, because you're a bitch. But I still love you. He's contemplating thoughts. that he wants to say.
You think about dogs too much. I think about cats.
I'm
It's strange cats.
never really been a big cat person, but we do have cats. That's the thing. Like, I love animals, but cats they're finicky.
Yeah,
That's the problem.
Mm.
I like something to be the same every time that I interact with it. I don't want it to be different.
That's true. Sometimes cats come and like, cuddle on you and this and that.
Yeah.
So, like, don't touch me.
Those cats in there though, they're the black one won't let you touch it because it's like scared of everything for some reason. but she'll like come up in my lap and like sit there and purr and like make me pet her and like leave me alone. Whereas Leia, she don't give a shit. She'll just like pet me. I don't care. I don't know who you are. Pet me. Like you're a dog. You're not even a cat. So she's super sweet. She wasn't like that when she was a kitten either though. She was very standoffish and a bitch. Whereas Satan, she wouldn't let anybody pet her. My friend literally turned over the couch to like look at her, to, like pet her. She didn't even claw him or nothing, but she hopped up on her hind legs and punched him in the eye.
Take a big hit.
You're about to watch something funny right here. I'll tell you what. Good times.
Are you excited for the race tomorrow?
Yes.
And Mike, you should tell from your perspective the fans about the old icy hot situation.
Oh, that sucked. Jake was a dick.
I was a dick.
That's probably.
Speak up.
Oh, I've heard this one.
I was
it's
11
great.
or 12.
Yeah. All right. I'll start it off. You finish it. So he was like 11 or 12 years old. Me, him, and my little sister were sitting in the living room. It's like 2:00 in the morning, and we were playing Truth or Dare, and we were just doing funny dares and like stupid shit and truths and whatnot. And I finally get Mike to say dare, and I was like, "All right, I dare you to put icy hot in your balls." He goes, "Okay." Like, and back in my mind, I'm thinking, he doesn't know what icy hot is, does he? And it's particularly worse when you get it on your nuts. So he takes a giant fucking glob and just slathers it on his nuts. And I was like, oh no, what have I done?
It hurt a lot.
I didn't say anything, and then we kept playing a couple
How long
rounds.
did it take to
It takes a minute.
kick in? That's what I
So,
thought. Like, just
we
enough where
were-
you think you're okay at
Yeah.
first. And then,
He goes, like, he puts it on there and goes, oh my gosh, I don't like it. Oh, and then he sits down and we start playing more rounds. Go from your perspective.
I just remember an excruciating pain on my balls. And like I remember thinking it would go away and it didn't. And then I remember just burning and burning and burning and burning. And then I turned on the bath in your guys' guest bathroom and I just stuck my balls underneath the faucet. And I just ran it for probably like 10 minutes. And I thought I was going to die. And then,
So, from my perspective, I still remember the story very vividly. So, he fucking lathers up his nuts. I mean, he puts a glob on his hand, like this big. It's a
much.
lot too. I was like,
much.
oh no, I didn't want to say anything either because I didn't want to scare him. I didn't want to freak him out. So I just let him do it. I didn't think he'd get it all in there anyway because I'm 11 years old. He ain't messed with it too much by now. So he just takes a
Or, you know.
glob, yeah, just slathers it up, and he acts like it kind of like feels weird or something. And he's like, oh, I don't like it. Oh, okay. And then we go to the next round. I'll go back to Holly, and then Holly gets me, and then Mike gets me again. And then he goes, Jake, it's getting really hot. It's like, Mike, just ignore it. It'll go away. By this time, we've stopped playing Truth or Dare. We put on a TV show or a movie. I can't remember what. But we put something on the TV, and a couple minutes go by, and he looks at me and goes, no, Jake, it's getting really hot. I started laughing a little bit. I was like, it's fine, Mike. It'll go away. A couple more minutes go by. He stands up. He goes, Jake, it's hurting really bad. It's not going away. So I told him, like, dude, just go wash it off. Go wash it off. It'll be fine. He doesn't know about icy hot. When you put water on it, it amplifies everything. So as soon as you put water on it, it makes it 10 times worse. So he goes to the bathroom, puts water, comes back out with nothing on his lower part. He goes, it's not helping. He was just holding his dick in his hand, it's not going away. I'm crying, laughing. I'm literally on the floor, like, dying. And Mike's over here, it's not fun. me. I was such a dick, but I couldn't help it. That was probably one of my favorite Mike memories, to be honest. I just picture him holding his damn dick. Oh, like, it hurts.
Seems uncomfortable.
Yeah, it seems like Mike, right? Oh God, do you even like actually remember that? Like the icy hot and everything.
The pain.
You'll never forget.
Yeah, you won't forget the pain, but at the same time, it's like, do you remember like as vividly as I do?
I remember it, but maybe not as vividly. I try to block it out.
Well, you shouldn't block it out. It's character development.
I don't think I've ever used icy hot in general.
Never?
I don't think so.
Oh my God, icy hot was my friend during football season.
I bet during football, yeah.
Oh my God, every day put it on my back. I slipped a disc in my spine after I squatted 500 pounds.
Oh, shit.
Oh, it's brutal. And my back's never been the same since. I had to go to the chiropractor for months to just get adjusted, to get it to like stay loose, get the muscles worked out. Oh man, Lord. Icy hot was my friend. And I knew not to get it on my nuts. But granted, he did get his vengeance on me. Not personally, but he was there when I fucked myself over. So I had this hot sauce that he bought me.
Flashbang?
Yo, the flashbang. And every time like I get hurt or something.
We were watching. This is like when Hot Ones first came out.
Yeah, this is around the time Hot Ones became really popular and everything. But it was one of the sauces that were on there. So we got he bought me the flashbangs as like a Christmas present. Yeah. And we were all sitting around the table playing poker or something, or playing.
I don't think you're the only victim. I think
No, there was a couple, and I didn't eat it. I wasn't the one eating it because me and Mike tried it when he got it, and we were not happy with ourselves afterwards. We were like, holy
Well,
fuck.
just because one little drop makes your
Yes.
whole mouth melt.
It is miserable. It's got Carolina Reaper, it's got ghost pepper, it's got jalapenos.
Pretty much like
habaneros.
the hottest thing.
It's literally the third hottest hot sauce in the entire world at the time. I think it was like 2000.
So yeah, even a little drop like this big makes your whole
Was it
mouth
like
melt,
2015?
and you're like drooling and
Yeah.
stuff like that. And like,
It was like 2015, 16?
yeah, probably around.
Something around. It was after Mom passed. So, I'd say
Didn't
probably
Spencer get on nuts too?
2014.
Or his nut?
I don't remember. But anyways, I got the hot sauce out and was putting it on pieces of bread, getting large pieces of bread for my friends who wanted to try it.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm telling you, this is. It's
I think
gonna
everyone was
hurt.
drunk too, right?
Everyone was
'Cause it
drunk.
late night.
And I wanted them to try it. And they were like, dude, I'll fucking try it. I ain't scared. I ain't no bitch. I was like, okay. Went upstairs, no, it wasn't bread. It was crackers.
like crackers.
It was saltines.
Because your
crackers.
dad always had saltines.
Yes. So
'Cause
I put it on
put
saltines,
butter
put a giant plate. I was like, do not touch the hot sauce. And I didn't touch the hot sauce. All I did was touch the vial that was in the flashbang. And I put like a drop on Ryan's, Caleb's, Alex's, Spencer's, and they all ate it. My friend Ryan's ears turned fucking red. Like, I mean red. And Caleb was like coughing the whole time. He was like, ugh, ugh. And like we were playing drinking games. I was like, all right, let's get back to the games. So they finally get over it. And then we start drinking and everything. And we're all drinking, we're getting buzzed. And I didn't think anything of it. My nuts itch. I didn't touch the hot sauce at all. No, my nuts weren't itching. I went pee. I went outside to go pee. Went pee. Came back inside. Started playing the game more. Feel a little tingle. I just go, oh no. As soon as I felt a little bit that was noticeable enough for me to notice it starting to heat up, I was just like, oh no. I did something bad. Mike was there too. He wasn't trying it though. He was not trying the hot sauce. And we were playing. I think we were playing Suits, where you got to do the chugging game or
it was
landmine,
some sort of drinking game.
one or two drinking games and everything. And we were just like fucked up at that point. And I was like, oh no, something's happening. I tried to
You
ignore
weren't
it.
the only one though.
No, I think Alex did it after he went to the
And I know Caleb hurt from it too.
I think when he pooped though, that was different. That was in the morning of. But I kept trying to ignore it so bad because like it'll go away. It'll go away. It didn't go away. It just kept getting more
So
and
did
more
you
intense.
touch it at some point and then
When I
not
went
knowing?
pee. When I went pee. Pulled it out. Went pee. Put it back in. Oh, shook it off. Put it back in. Came back in and played the game. Worst mistake I ever made in my life. Because it started getting hot. And I was like, guys, we gotta stop. Like, I started getting like beads of sweat like building up on my forehead. They're like, what's wrong with you? You about to throw up? I was like, no. Like, what's wrong? I think I got the hot sauce on my dick. And then Mike goes, that's what you get! Just out of nowhere. Mike just goes, that's what you get for making me put icy hot on my balls! And he'd probably still do the same shit. Like, he'll never get over it. But that was, he got his vengeance in that scenario. Where my balls were
I never
on.
in that situation, thankfully.
No, dude, it's horrible. And especially with like that strong of a hot sauce. I just had to make the terrible mistake of going pee.
I would have done the exact same thing.
Yeah, because I didn't even have it. I didn't touch it. I touched the vial.
Damn.
I didn't even get any sauce on my hands. But it was greasy on the outside, and I was like, that's weird. Why is it greasy? Is pouring it on and putting it back on, it probably leaked down. Imagine my butt itched.
I think I'm ready for bed.
Already? Boy, it's early.
Is it early?
Yeah, it's only
Are you
1:30.
tired, Jimmy?
Yeah, I'm getting there.
I mean, if you guys want to stay up longer, I can stay up till whenever.
Oh, Mike's tapping out, I think.
Save me if you go back off.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna be up for a little bit in the living room at least. Hopefully you don't.
I mean, I can hang out with you too, but I
You're
might fall asleep at some point.
you're dozing off here, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's tapering off. Well, I mean, that was a fucking hour and 12-minute podcast.
Nice.
My
I'm back with it,
average
yeah.
time. So,
Yeah.
well,
Hell yeah.
I appreciate y'all wanting to do a podcast.
Well, thanks for having us.
This will be uploaded later tonight.
All right.
If you want to pull it up, look at it, feel free.
For sure.
Uh,
Share it if I remember.
Yeah, just look up the Oakley show. It'll
Right.
be on YouTube. So
Nice.
you should subscribe.
Okay.
But hey, this is Mike's great friend and now my friend because we've met, so now we're friends. That's how I am.
Yes.
And obviously you've met this motherfucker. He was on here before.
Oh.
Oh yeah. Talk dirty to me. Fuck off. I haven't even hit it yet. So, I don't know who'll be on next. I don't know when the next episode will be.
Vesemir?
Who the fuck is Vesemir? Witcher. Oh, Witcher? Okay, yeah, he's coming on. Henry Cavill. I'm going to get Henry Cavill on.
Yes.
Put it out in the universe.
Daisy
Follow us.
constantly tells me that she would fuck Henry Cavill.
Tell her that's disrespectful.
I mean,
She should at least keep to
I mean,
herself.
what can I say
I can't blame her.
when I would
Yeah,
fuck
me
him
either.
too?
Yeah, well, that's when you look at her and be like,
He's a
"Oh."
beautiful man.
That's when you look at her and be like, well, you know what? I'd leave you for Ryan Reynolds.
Or, no, the hottest girl, I think.
I was a girl.
I probably
So we were
shouldn't
doing
say
dudes.
it. I mean, I like girls.
Yeah, I figured as much. You're about to marry
Well,
one.
mostly, I mean, if there's a dude that really wants to rock my world, let him do
You
it.
open minded, I can respect that.
Hey, you give me
Yeah.
cuddling tonight, ain't you?
Yeah.
He fell the fuck asleep last time right on my couch, like feet up like this, and his head's like this. I'm like, what are you? How? I just want to know how.
That was a rough morning.
Yeah, I bet. You don't even remember doing the podcast.
No.
Do you remember at least doing this one?
Yeah, I remember this.
Will you?
Asked.
Will you remember?
Yeah, I think I will.
The fact that you have to say you think,
Yeah, I think.
is concerning to me. But it's been a great episode. I can't thank y'all enough for just agreeing to do this with me.
Thank you.
But I had fun. I hope y'all did too.
Yeah, sure.
You definitely loosened up during that next time. At first, you're kind of like, "Ooh, this is awkward."
I'm just naturally a little stiff.
Yeah.
But
Hey, that's what alcohol's for. It's
Yes,
a
for
social
sure.
lubricant.
Yes.
But we'll catch you guys back on the next episode. Y'all want to say any pieces out or to disclose your information?
Fuck my titties.
All right, that's
See you
what
guys
he has to say. Catch you guys back on the next episode. Peace.